What's going on, YouTube? In this video, I want to be discussing why you should stop practicing copy immediately. And I'm going to give you the reasons why so that you don't waste valuable time. Real quick, right now we're running a holiday discount for 20% off. If you know anything about HFM, we barely ever run discounts. So if you were considering getting in or you're considering getting hand-holding support for your email copywriting, inbound closing, or setting business, I recommend you get in now because once the holiday discount's over, you will not see another discount for a long time. How we do things differently is we're way cheaper than the competitors. A lot of these guys out there are charging minimum $3,000 all the way up to as high as $10,000 for coaching. We don't charge anywhere near that. We're way lower. We give you 6 months handholding. Go try and find a coach that will give you 6 months of their time to micromanage you to the finish line. You won't find it out there. Most of them are just given max about 8 weeks, and usually it's in a group setting. You get to work with me for 6 months, and you can contact me whenever you get stuck. And another thing is we're teaching 3 services: email copywriting, inbound closing, setting. A lot of programs out there only teach you 1 service. And if you run into any roadblock with that specific service, let's first say, for example, you bought a program for inbound closing, but then you come to find out you don't even like inbound closing. You don't like being on the phone all day. What do you do then? Well, you got to go out and buy something else. Buy another course. Buy another coaching program. With us, we teach 3 of them, so at least one of them is going to stick because there's pros and cons to each service, as well as when you get on calls with prospects, it helps to have a lot more services that you can offer so that you can pull money out of every call. Like if you get on a call and they don't need email, but they have something else going on, try to get money out of that. I was talking about that in one of my recent videos. It's all about trying to get money off the calls. Here's why you should stop practicing copy immediately. Your goal with your business is to make money. And if you're sitting there for months on end practicing just to make sure you're ready, you're going to waste all this time when you could have been making money. I can't tell you how many people I talk to all the time and recently who have been postponing getting clients because they don't feel ready. You are already good enough. You don't even have to know how to write these emails or write any form of copy until the night you land the client. It's not hard. You just go spy on the competitors, figure out what they're doing, and it's most likely going to work for your client. And guess what? Your client doesn't have a bird's eye view of every single goddamn system. They don't know what's working, what's not working. They look to you to be the professional so you can wing it. You don't have to tell your client, I don't know if these emails are going to work. Close the client. Worry about meeting their expectations after you have money in the bank, if it's a retainer deal or commission deal, if you get the setup fee. Worry about your pockets. Stop worrying about what emails you're going to send for your client, what kind of templates you need to know how to write. Figure it out on the fly. I guarantee you will not regret doing that. There's been tons of stuff that I've had to learn on the fly. I wasn't 100% ready to do that service for a client. I had to learn it quickly, and it's not that hard. A lot of the stuff that we teach on YouTube, other coaches, we teach the stuff you can learn for free, essentially. Don't recommend it because you're either going to pay one of 2 ways. You're going to pay with time or money. That's why I've invested shitloads of money into coaching, because I wanted to get faster results. I use my jobs to fund my education. If you try to figure everything out on your own, you can succeed, but you're always going to be wondering, is there a better way? And there usually is. This is what it should look like for you when you land your first, let's say for email copywriting's sake. You land a client, right? We get on the call, and what do you do if they ask you about your prior experience and you don't have any experience? There's many different ways that you can do this. You can talk about, you're fairly new in the business, but you know how to write killer emails because you're part of this group. It doesn't even have to be a super legit group. It could be any sort of group on anywhere, Facebook group, all these different groups. You are part of that group, so you know how to write emails, which is the truth. They don't need to know all the ins and outs of what specifically that group's all about, all that. That is one way to say it. There's many other ways you can say it as well, where you're being honest with them, but you're not telling them that you're a flat-out noob. You don't need to be giving all that information to them, because as long as you're confident in yourself and your abilities, and you should be, because you literally can see what other people are sending. And if they're sending it, it's already good enough. It is already good enough if someone else is sending it. These emails are not complicated. It's simply hook, story, offer, over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's not just one email that makes someone $1 million. No, it's consistent sending of the same framework of email. Hook, story, offer. Hook, what's the email about? Here's the call to action. Hook them in, tell them what the email's about, call to action. It's just marketing 101. This is not hard. These emails are not hard. And there's so many different ways that you can write these emails that might not look good to someone else. Even this person in coaching you might say, that's not a good email, but your email could actually outperform their emails. This is just stuff you need to keep in mind as you go out there and hunt. Forget trying to practice, forget all that. Just a waste of time. Get the client and get paid to practice. Figure it out on the fly. You don't have time to waste. Do you want to make money from your laptop? Yes? Then fuck all the practice, get clients. Do you want to make sure you're 100% ready for a single sales call from a single business when there's millions of them in the United States alone, let alone the whole world? Who cares if you screw up a sales call? There's millions of them. Even if you mess up a sales call, you can always go back to them. Even if you fucked up a sales call to the point you believe you'll never ever work with that business ever again, you'll never have the chance to. If you go out and get results for other clients, you can always go back to them and show them the results you got and how exactly how you can plug it in their business, and they'll hire you. Don't feel bad if you've wasted time practicing. This is the time to change and go out there and get clients now. Worry about how to do the stuff the day of. I'm being serious. Land the client, then frantically stop doing all your outreach. You don't need to be getting more clients. When you got your first client and you're not confident in the writing, screw any more outreach. Focus on that one client. Look at their business. Okay, they're in the coaching niche. What sub niche are they in? Oh, okay, they're in weight loss. Let's go find 10, 20 other people that are sending emails to their weight loss lists and see what emails look awesome and give those types of emails to your client. It's that simple. Similar to funnel hacking that Russell Brunson talks a lot about. What does he do? He doesn't reinvent the wheel with funnels. He goes in and sees what the competitors are doing and recreates it. It's that simple. You should not be reinventing the wheel as an entrepreneur. You can make a lot of money. You could be that kind of entrepreneur that gets that one idea and goes and kills it. But the best way to be in business is to just copy what's already working. Again, make sure to book a call below if you're looking for a 20% discount on our HFM program. Just recapping, we're cheaper, we have longer support, and we teach 3 services. Those are just some of the big selling points that we have versus going with other people. That sounds like what you need. You need someone to be looking over your shoulder every step of the way. Okay, let's review your business name. Let's review your logo. Let's review your website. Let's review your cold email templates. Let's review the responses you're getting to your cold emails. Let's review your first call. Let's get ready for your first call so that you know what to sell them. Okay, the call's done. How did it go? How can we make you better? What kind of questions do they ask you? Until you close your first client. Okay, you landed a client. Let's work together to get your first couple emails to them. I'll review them. I review everything. Obviously, I don't want to review every little micro detail, but I will within reason. You obviously have to take some responsibility for your own business. It's your fucking business, right? But I'll be there if you need me, hand-holding you to the finish line within reason. I don't need to get questions from you about how to make your fucking bed in the morning, right? There's a limit. You can also join our free Facebook group below. We'd love to have you inside there, and you can learn some stuff that you probably aren't going to learn on this channel.